Y'all, this one right here is one of those videos that's the elephant in the room, and we're gonna talk about it. So with that being said, let's just start right off clearing the space, because we know we can do better. What am I talking about? Okay, well, a young lady reached out to me the other day, and her comment was with regards to one of my videos here, the 8 telltale signs that you're a target. And her comment was that Black women get the facial expression lecture all the time, and its origin is rooted in racism, especially when Black women are also depicted as intimidating, aggressive, and having an attitude. My first question is, if this is how this Black woman comes off, why did you hire such a person? The real issue is that people who speak like this to Black women, because I was referring to some of the mannerisms certain people said that I projected at work, and a lot of women of color can agree that this is what happens to them. The real issue is that people who speak like this to Black women are simply not used to socializing with Black women. They have no Black friends, and everything they know about Black people, particularly Black women, is from the media or their racist friends and family members. It's sad that this is still the experience of Black women in 2023. And you know, you guys, I totally agree with her comment. And that's why I started off at the top of this video saying that we definitely can do better. Because I think a lot of times people have a preconceived notion of Black women. And I know for me, I'm very animated in my expression. I may talk with my hands, and I talk a lot with my eyes, and I make a lot of expressions. And for people with the ignorance, and what I mean by ignorance is because ignorance can work both ways. Ignorance can work in a way where you truly haven't been around a particular group of people. And so all you have is what you have seen on the news or what you've seen in the media. But the true ignorance comes from people that don't want to learn. People that don't want to learn or understand other cultures. I'm not saying come up to me, try to touch my hair. Can I learn about you that type of way? Because I had a coworker do that to me once, and I was highly offended because she told me she didn't realize how soft my hair would be if she touched it. I'm not a pet. I'm a person. And I think oftentimes people look at Black women as, they don't look at us as human beings. They look at us as people that don't have feelings. They want to label us as angry. And I'm going to tell you, I was called an angry Black woman before at work, and I have no reason to be angry. I've been married for 23 years to the man of my dreams, who I dated on and off for like 7 years. I have 3 healthy, beautiful children who are doing quite well. I live in the suburbs, and prior to that, I lived in a very nice neighborhood within the Metro Detroit area, in the city of Detroit. And we never really lacked for anything. I grew up in a very loving family, so there was nothing for me to be angry about. But I think what people try to do is they try to put this label on you, like you're supposed to be angry. And that is why, if you know for a fact, and this is for my women of color out there, and this happens not only to Black women, but also brown women too, because oftentimes the people that watch these videos or reach out to me, yes, a lot of women, I would say 98% of the people that get bullied at work are women. Out of that 98%, 99.8% of the people of that group, that subgroup of women, are women of color. And people do this to us because, number one, they don't think anyone's going to come to our rescue. And again, like I said, they don't look at us as human beings. So we got to do better. And when I hear on the news and in certain parts of the media out there where they talk about, you know, how they don't support DEI, my question is, why not? Because there's an ignorance there. And what DEI is, just in case someone's going to ask me that question, is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Find out about the culture. Understand. Because I'm telling you right now, I took a trip this past a couple weeks ago, and I learned more about my family history and my family origins. It was absolutely amazing and breathtaking. So I will probably be posting some of what I learned about my culture and my family and my legacy on this channel here. So there will probably be a video here, not necessarily about workplace bullying, abuse, and mobbing, but I think it would be beneficial for people to understand who they are. You know, not only people understanding who we are, but us understanding who we are. Because for me, I found out that I'm a part of royalty. Why would I be mad at that? And just finding out my third great grandfather's story. They just opened up a museum, and I don't even want to get into it, but it was in with regards to celebrating the legacy of the last American slave ship that came over here illegally, and everything that my third great grandfather overcame. And so I want you guys to understand that in this life, there are going to be people that are different from us, and that doesn't give you the right to alienate that person because you don't know. It doesn't give you the right to just judge someone based on what you see on the news. Because to me, if you ever read the book, The Four Agreements, it talks about how a system of people, if you were in a classroom and your classmate told you, oh, this science teacher sucks, or this science teacher is a racist. In your mind, you have already formulated this opinion that this science teacher is a racist. Now, unless you have proof that this science teacher has said something racist or done something racist, you have already passed that on to someone else for them to form an opinion about that person. It's up to us to be wise enough to do the research on our own. And I know for me, the reason why I dealt with the mobbing is because as my group, the department, did reorganizations, and they did it often, so that also speaks to the inability to effectively manage, that they were always reorganizing, is that people were told things about me and just started treating me a certain way because of what they were told. And what we need to start doing is we need to start understanding our relationships with that person one-on-one before we start mistreating them or we start prejudging a group of people. So I hope this video helps someone out there. So the next time you see a black woman with her facial expressions, she's not going to hit you. And not all black women roll their head and snap their fingers, because a manager told me that once as well. And it's highly offensive, but I want you, women of color, who are faced with this, to understand that this is coming from a place of ignorance. And another person's ignorance is not your problem. They need to educate themselves. So I hope this video helps someone out there. I am Kristen Peoples with bossofculture.org. Make sure that you sign up for your one-on-one coaching, you guys, and also donate, and also go to bossofculture.org. Visit our resources tab, because I got some gifts on there for you guys. So also, I have a workbook out there that's going to help you guys step by step on how to make sure that you know how to document what's going on in the workplace. If you're experiencing workplace bullying, abuse, and mobbing, all the things. So I hope this video has been helpful. Pass it on, subscribe, like, share, comment, everything. I love you. Bye.